Welcome, racers. How is it going, everyone? You join me at perhaps the single most iconic racing circuits in the history of motorsports. Welcome to Le Mans. So this one's going to be cool. I will say that I am relatively inexperienced at this track compared to some of the other circuits that I know in iRacing and in real life. I have never been directly involved in an effort at Le Mans in any way, which obviously it's on my my radar that it's something I want to be involved with. Either as a driver would be super cool, but just do it as an engineer, strategist, coach, something like that. What I'd love to be involved with. But what's cool about it, in one way, is that it lets me still just be a total fanboy kid about this place, about how cool it is, having that no experience and like, oh yeah, well, Le Mans is not as cool as you say it is. No, I love that I know I've got very little experience with this place, but would very much like to get here in real life. So yeah, I think we did a couple of laps. We did like 2 laps last week at the end of the stream. Those are the first 2 laps I ever drove on this track on iRacing. I've driven it in plenty in Assetto Corsa and Gran Turismo and whatnot, so I know the layout really well. And I've watched the race for many years, and I've seen the movie, and I've seen all of it. So I know this place, I know the story. There's a whole lot into it. If you don't know anything about it, you should watch Steve McQueen's movie about racing in 1917 there. It's still one of the best pieces of cinematography ever made. And I won't go into the history of why this race is a big deal. That's a very, very long discussion for another time. But this place obviously is a really incredible circuit with incredible history. The biggest stories in sports car and GT endurance racing all kind of revolve around Le Mans. So this place is a big deal. I do feel a little, I feel like, I was just thinking as we were about to start the stream, I feel a little unpatriotic. Unfortunately tonight, I'm driving the Ferrari at Le Mans, which has always been in all of the movies, been the bad guys and everything. And Steve McQueen's movie, yeah, the Ferrari's always like the evil villain of all of the movies and storylines of anything ever. Ford versus Ferrari, yeah, Ferrari are the bad guys. Le Mans, Ferrari's the bad guys. Yeah. So I'm in the Ferrari, as we have been every single week. I do feel like this week we should be in a Corvette or a Mustang or some other fire-breathing American car, but you know, we're going to stick with what we got here. So yeah, welcome back to the show. Hopefully you're joining us on either YouTube or Twitch. If you're on one, you should go subscribe to the other, just to, one, help us with our numbers and everything like that. But just check out the other format. For those who are interested, I believe Twitch is a little bit ahead in terms of latency, so you might catch another 5 seconds of action on Twitch ahead of what you'll see on YouTube. But either way, love having you guys here. So what I'll also say is that tonight on the forecast for the iRacing session is a 52% chance of rain, which to me means it's going to rain, because if you watched any of our past streams, when we were at, where was it that it rained when we had a 3%? 4%. Yeah, Fuji, our race a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks ago, had a 4% chance of rain, and it rained the whole race. So somehow 4% turned to rain. So 52%. It's going to be torrential. So, I mean, I know that's not really how that works, but, you know, just our luck, that's what I'm expecting tonight. So, so that's definitely on the horizon.
I pulled out the main tires and I pressured them up, so it's not going to rain.
Good. I'm okay with that. I would love for the race to be dry as it is. I already feel I'm a little bit green on the learning curve with this place. I'm driving a little too hard in the chicanes right now. Other cool story that specifically here with what we do here at the Chicane Club, a lot of our inspiration for our branding and color choice and everything actually came from Le Mans. The blue and yellow, the original colors that we 2 years ago decided to come up with. We were looking at different like motifs in motorsport, and you know, the chicanes here on the Mulsanne are kind of a big deal. They're some of the most famous chicanes anywhere on any racetrack ever, and as you can see here in the live stream, curbing is blue and yellow, which is, I think the blue comes from, I'm sure, the French portion of motorsports history. But the blue and yellow colors came from that. The name chicane came from how iconic chicanes are, specifically here at Le Mans and at other motorsports tracks. And then some of the styles and shapes that we use on a lot of our branding were verbatim copied from overhead camera shots of the chicanes here at Le Mans. So this track, despite me never having direct involvement with it in any real way, is a lot of our inspiration for everything about the Chicane Club. So, yeah, got our mostly our normal group of guys in here. We've got Garrett Huizinga spotting and crew chiefing for us. Hi, Garrett. We've got Mr. Angelo Zara, race engineering, as always, giving me support, trying to figure out what's going to make a fast car here tonight. And then we've got Josiah DeCrousaz from Replica Racing joining us tonight. He is our chief livery designer. So the Ferrari and the Mercedes that we ran last season, he did all of the pen work on them and getting them to look super cool. And then, of course, all the in-sim photography work as well. So thanks for joining us tonight, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, looking at your time on throttle, it seems to be just 100% full.
Yeah, my foot's falling asleep. Angelo and I were joking, like right before the stream started, how we need how I'm gonna break the dead pedal on the sim time because of how little work my left foot is doing. Oh, made contact with the wall there. Yeah, there's the amount of open full throttle percentage here must be higher than literally anywhere but a super speedway with like a NASCAR or IndyCar or something. 8
per lap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
So
It's
change
like
gallon.
powerboat racing.
Yeah.
How many gallons per mile?
Yeah. And then off camera tonight is also my lovely wife Daphne, who's our marketing director. She's handling all of our YouTube commentary. How's it going, Frog Imperium? Thanks for joining. You are the first in our chat tonight. Props to you. So Angela and I were talking like literally the last 10 seconds before the stream started about, so what's it going to take for us to go faster? We did do some of initial setup work tonight. Ooh, that's where my mistake was last time.
Work or guessing? I'm going to go with guessing.
Yeah.
No, we're having a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think the main focus of attention here at Le Mans is how do we, with the amount of full throttle time, we've got 4 straightaways that we hit terminal velocity on and several others that we get pretty close. So how do we make this car as slippery as possible? How do we get it through the air? How do we minimize drag as much as possible and retain as much downforce as we're able to where we need it, specifically in the first sector and the final sector of the track? So that's what we've been playing with. What we did find was pretty interesting. I keep overdriving these braking zones.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Back up.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
Yeah. I need to back it up.
Folks, just to pad the driver to back it up a little bit.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
no.
As an engineer, how to tell a little white lie just to get him to back up and do what you need.
Yeah. As long as the message is received, I'll back it up. This one a little bit. The exits out of these chicanes is critical for straight line speed. But one of the things that we were playing around with ahead of the stream was, what's the absolute minimum lowest drag possible configuration with the ride height and the rear wing angle on this car? What we did is we went, so iRacing has their setup notes specifically for this car, and we found that at 0 rake at -2 on the rear wing, which is the lowest setting possible, is the lowest drag configuration. So we basically went right to that and tried it, and we found that compared to where we've ended up with where our setup is right now, we're only 2 miles an hour faster in a straight line, and the car is undrivable anytime you turn the steering wheel. So as much as that may be low drag, if our race was purely in a straight line tonight, then all right, that would be the right answer. We do have to turn the steering wheel eventually at this racetrack, and I need to not have something that's going to spin off into oblivion for me. So
I thought I thought it was a little bit comical. It was actually would have made for a good event on the video stream.
I think it'd be entertaining for everyone, but I still want to do well in this race tonight. I would do it if everyone else in the race had to run the same setup. If that was just a fixed setup and it was just a survival game, I'll take that bet. Yeah. So where we settled on now, I think we're at +2 positive on the rear wing and a little bit more rake in it than that. We're only 2 miles an hour slower in the straightaway, but the car really does have a good amount of grip, specifically here in the Porsche curves, which are all 4th and 5th gear. I can really feel the tire deg from this lap to the previous one. There's a lot of time to be gained in here and in the braking zone. Just a little bit more downforce, a little bit more drag. It's made you make up for the 2 miles an hour we're not getting in the straightaway. So, and then your exit speed's out of corner where maybe we're 5 miles an hour up. So in terms of time to cover the entire length of the straightaway, we actually might be at about a dead heat. So.
Yeah, I think we saw that a couple times. It was over under. So robbing from Peter to pay Paul. I think it was pretty much like you said, dead heat.
Yep. So I think we're looking pretty good in race trim right now. We're in the low 401s, 402s.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Hopefully light load will drop a second or two.
Yeah, I think that'll help, and I'm backing up my braking zones a little bit.
And certain places are going to pay dividends on that.
Yeah, that is going to help a lot. Car feels really good in all the cornering stuff, though. It's a little bit aero neutral, which to me just means that it's not a big, we don't pick up a big understeer in the high speed stuff. While understeer is comfortable at high speed, it's not fast, and I can handle a car that's fairly loose. So as long as it's neutral, it means I get my rotation done that I needed to. And so long as I'm calm with my hands, I can manage it pretty well. So up to driver preference. But anyways, I'll come in this lap and we can try maybe a qualifying setup like we were talking about, Angelo. But,
ooh, quality setup. Complete
Yeah.
opposite of what we were talking about on some other things.
yeah, we'll talk
So-
about that in a second.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah. Josiah, what have you been working on lately in terms of liveries and whatnot? I know you're just showing me, I think, an RSR you're working on?
Yeah, I had a RSR that recently just had finished up, and then the graffitied kind of more of a Gymkhana style livery that I completed on the GT3 on the Porsche.
Nice, that's cool.
Yeah. Also went ahead and blogged about it as well, just the whole design experience. Thought it'd be a good fit for that.
Awesome. Yeah, it's cool. You've come so long in the year and change that I've known you. You've come so long in your ability to put together some wild, really creative, really detailed livery designs that it's really wild. I want to see where you're going to be in a couple of years.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited just to see where it takes me.
Yeah. So it's awesome. For anyone watching, make sure to go check out replicaracing.com. I think we have a link in our description, but if not, replicaracing.com. And you're what? At Replica Racing on Instagram, right?
Yep, Replica Racing Official.
Awesome. Frog and Gary, Ferrari win Le Mans a lot in real life. No? Yes, they do. They've won the last 2 years straight in the LMDH class with the 499P. I don't know the statistics offhand in terms of how many times they've won it per class or whatever, but many years they've won Le Mans. I want to say, this is a guess, someone fact check me on this. I think Ferrari has more wins as a manufacturer here than any other manufacturer, I think. Please feel free to fact check me, but that's what my gut says. I'm sure the French aren't too happy that an Italian company has that title.
Wrong.
Wrong? I'm wrong?
Porsche.
Okay. Well,
Finite.
Let's go.
that's, of course, the
2019,
only other...
Ferrari in the S10.
Oh, wow. Okay, off by 50%. All right, I'm wrong.
Okay.
Learn something.
That good old
How's it?
GTE era that we missed.
Oh, there you go again. See, we're talking about that.
Thanks, Valentina. Oh, I was supposed to practice my in lap. So much for that. Yeah, oops.
So one of the things I was looking at is delta-wise. When you back
Yes.
up your brake zone, you
Mhm.
gain on your entry, some delta, but
Mhm.
then you don't float enough speed at the apex.
Okay.
I think you might be still overslowing a little bit. Didn't see the car out of control in a couple things. No, I didn't pick out which exact corners, but just wondering how you felt on that, if you saw that same thing or felt that while driving.
Yeah, I think we're on either side of where the peak answer is. I think I was overdriving the beginning, and pushing just a little bit too deep, and then having to compromise my exits. And then I try to compensate for that by braking earlier, and now I'm braking way too early, and I'm running out of speed to bleed off before I actually need to get off the pedal and roll through the corner. So I think I'm still hunting for the perfect braking
Okay.
zones everywhere. I
Copy that.
think I think what's a challenge with Le Mans, with how big the straightaways are, is that you spend so much time full throttle, and then you have a braking zone, and then you spend another 30 seconds full throttle, and then another full 30 seconds full throttle. Is that you kind of lose touch with where the grip feel is on the tires. Whereas in
Okay.
other tracks, every 4 seconds you're using the tire, so you kind of have a feel of where that is. Whereas here, you go boom, you send it through a corner, and then take a nap. And you take a nap, and you take a nap,
Yeah,
and then you have a
you
corner, and
need the
then you do
mental
it again.
GPS to say 104.
Yeah,
You
you like
running the
lose
V-Box?
touch with what their tires are. Yes, yes, I am. I've got it on here. I think you guys, we opened up our camera angle so you guys can see it, but I've kind of pointed to it in this direction, but now you guys can actually see it, that it's over here. Like I said, we can unplug this from here, plug it into a cigarette lighter in a car and a GPS antenna, and it'll show my speed and all my predictive lap timing on a real racetrack. So super cool to have that here. So, what do you want to try, Angela? Do you want to try a quali setup? I think I'm pretty happy with where everything is.
Yeah, I was pretty
Is there a
happy.
race
I
setup?
did want to think about trying the race setup, but we're worried about rain. So quali
Yeah.
setup. So it was all about tire temp.
Mhm.
And since the Le Mans is so long and the tire cools off so long, what Greg and I tried was double the amount of toe
Yes.
just to grind the out of the tire. Okay, so what we were amazed at is cold tire grip first couple of corners. Greg came out and he's like, "Whoa, I've got some grip here."
Mhm.
And it's like 2 corners in, dead cold, 120-degree temp. And I'm like, I saw that. Ran the whole lap, showed no degradation overall. So it could generate a little bit of false grip, a little bit of false heat. So it seemed like a quick, in this track, polar opposite. Because we're cooling off so long, might as well just try to keep as much heat in it as possible.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna
Yeah,
save this as our quali setup, which
yeah, save it as a cue.
um the other thing, I have a question for anyone watching who's ever done one of these races before. If you're in the chat, please let us know. We've never actually done a race at Le Mans on iRacing because of how long the track is. I'm pretty sure from the results I've seen, we only get one single qualifying lap. So I've only set it for 2 laps, so an out lap and then 1 flyer. The other thing we don't know is where we grid. We could probably Google that. Is probably the right answer. Garrett, maybe we
Shouldn't
should
your friends
actually
help you?
do it.
Garrett's on it.
Yeah, if you know, please put it in the chat.
Yeah, somebody,
That would
please.
help us out.
Beat Garrett. The race is on.
Yeah. So that was the other question. But Angela, like you're saying, if we only get 1 lap, because of how fast this place is, the tires cool off, and we're not really using the grip in them very often.
Yep. Yep.
So the temps are actually relatively low. So if we can artificially not artificially, but if we can force some heat into the tires with some, with the toe, then that will get us to our operating temp a lot faster. It won't be great for tire deg in a long run, but qualifying, we don't really care about tire deg at all. It's irrelevant. So,
How much time do you think we're gonna have?
in quali trim over race trim,
Yeah.
my guess, 1.5 seconds.
Okay.
I would like
that.
the number to be bigger than that, though.
And how's it feel?
Feels really good out of the box. It's got a
Stable.
lot of grip and it's sharp and turning.
Yeah.
It feels like it's on warm tires.
23.
Yep. Hi, Mom. Thank you for joining. Not that it's any secret who you are with the same last name, but
That's all good. Love it.
check my emails. A little higher on the minimum speed that time.
Copy that.
I'd rather again, with how important exit speed is and straight line speed here, I'd rather be a little bit conservative on the entries and really get the minimum speed and the exit speed correct on these gains. If I can, I mean, I should get all the speeds correct, but I'd rather the exit speed over entry speed. Or at least the stopwatch prefers that.
So the grid is towards the back of the track, a few corners out from the beginning, right before the chicanes start.
Okay. Can you look up the qualifying procedure for Le Mans as well
Sure,
One
yeah.
second.
on
We'll
iRacing?
just start.
Qualifying is not a whole outlap, apparently. You get put right at the beginning, straight before the last two chicanes.
Oh, so we are on cold tires when you start a lap.
Like, very gold, yes.
Okay, well this
might help.
This toe is going to help. Although at this point, the temps don't look. Well,
No, it's not. There's
I know.
150.
I know on our previous set we were usually at 160. By the time we cross start finish, I think we're going to be ahead of that with this here.
Right now we're happy with everything so far.
Temps are still cold, but
151. Magic.
copy.
The only sacrifice is that iRacing handicaps us for overall speed on it. Definitely takes the speed out of it. Maybe we should tone it down and go for a little softer shock. Try to generate some temp there.
Okay. Let the tires do more of the work.
Copy that. We'll pull a little bit of toe out. We'll try quali 2 setup.
You want to try that now?
Up to you. You're driving. Your call.
Explain that one to me a little bit more.
So basically, iRacing is definitely handicapping our speed from the amount of toe that we have, but we've gained on temperature. So
Okay.
if we pull that back, let's say take off a third of that toe and unlock some more of that speed, now I'd look to generate a little bit more of that temp on shock.
Okay. And I
So-
blew.
Do that one, yeah.
All right.
We were talking.
I haven't done many pit entries here. Sorry, I'm just establishing a breaking point.
1.5.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of the
All
way. The other thing we will do is we will join our race lobby. I refuse to get that wrong again.
You do pick up pebbles when you do that.
Yeah. Yes, really quit. Okay. All right, so we're going to go to the official race lobby.
Really quit.
Okay. Join the race. Here, we've got 21 minutes.
How long is the window open for you to join?
30 minutes is when it opens.
30 minutes. Okay.
Yep.
I gotta say that Ferrari livery is really looking nice.
Yeah.
I know the guy that did it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, right?
My bad.
No, it does look awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
It looks really good.
Love it.
So I presume that we probably start our qualifying lap here after
Yeah,
the
so I was looking
Corvette
at, right?
curves. Yeah. And I assume we probably grid wherever we start the quali lap is what it actually is too. I don't think the track is terribly difficult in terms of skill. I think the difficult part is how big it is in managing all the details of such a large place and like
And
what.
how to shave off 2 seconds.
Yeah, half a tenth
know.
at a time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there is a lot of corners when you think about it. Every chicane, every tight section.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, I think in
2
iRacing
seconds.
it's just maximizing track surface, using all of the
Yeah.
available track surface for radius.
That's always another cheat, right?
Yeah,
Biggest radius.
yeah, definitely checking for weather here.
Well, I was laughing a couple of times when watching you guys and iRacing and everything else. I'm like, that's not. You can't go there. Oh yes, you can. I'm like, oh, that guy's like 6 feet over. I'm like, there's no way.
Oh,
that
well,
drizzle?
Ooh, it looks like it's raining already.
it's rated.
All right.
Ooh.
Do we get to do setup before we go?
Yeah, we can. It
All
looks
right, let's.
wet, but might be.
Ooh.
Okay.
It
I
looks
don't.
a little
We're
wet.
only
Look,
11%
I'm just gonna
back.
get in the
We're
car. I
11%.
want to see how wet this is.
Okay.
Is this
that's wet.
is this
It's wet.
rain tires or?
Oh,
I think this is rain tires.
I don't know. It's so damn long. That's raining.
I'm gonna put it on wets.
Mm-hmm. Josiah says yes, sir.
Now the question is, with 19 minutes before a race,
Mm-hmm.
I should just drive in the rain right now.
It's probably a good idea. Just get used to it, right?
Do you think we could do a little rain setup?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's pull up our normal Le Mans race setup, which is
Well, where we're at now, which was pretty good, right?
yeah. So this is where we're starting. So now we're on this. This is our dry setup.
Yep.
Right here, I'm going to switch it to Wayne tires.
Mm-hmm.
In what would you like?
Let's flatten the camber a little bit. So for now, let's just take out a third of a degree fronts and rears.
Okay.
Again, a little bit more contact patch there.
Yep. Lower grip, less weight transfer. Can we
and
soften
what's
the
our-
bars?
Yes, thank you.
Do you want to cut it in half? Or we're 30
Mm.
degrees front, 60 rear.
How many clicks do we have left? Does it go 15 or no?
It does do 15, yes.
I think I'd probably almost go 2 clicks. Just 2 clicks down in the front, 2 clicks down in the rear. Try to maintain a balance, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
If it does that,
And do we want
logistically,
to soften the springs as well?
if we soften the springs, we got to raise it up a little bit.
You want to
Yeah,
try it
try.
as is first?
Shocks, go to shocks.
Okay.
Okay. Pull some low speed out. Let's go 3 clicks softer on low speed.
All around?
Yep, fronts and rears. And let's pull 1 click out of rebound. Oh, you already
All
pulled
around?
that. You already pulled the 3.
Yeah.
High speed rebound.
High speed rebound front and rear too. Good.
What's that? Oh.
How many high speed rebound front? How many clicks out?
Let's do 2.
Okay.
And rear as well.
Okay.
Okay. Brian Cespedes chimed in, says go up on tire pressure. What's our tire pressure? Hot and cold on these things?
Starting cold at 24. Conventional wisdom in real life, yes, I totally
Yeah.
understand that we need to go up on that for pressure. iRacing makes the most grip at lowest pressure as possible, and there's no risk of damaging or destroying a tire here, unless you know something about iRacing that I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
That.
Brian, can you hear us?
Very good.
Yeah, that
What
part.
do we start out with on the slicks?
24 cold is the
Then
that's the
put it
minimum
up 2
we can go.
pounds.
Let's try up, sure.
Yeah. We're always 2 pounds up anyway on
We usually
wets.
get the same temperature and pressures starting at
Mm.
26 or 24.
Never got on iRacing or in real?
No, in iRacing,
Like,
usually,
yeah.
well, torrential is one thing, but like when in medium rain conditions, we usually get to 180, 190 degrees, and then as it dries, it goes crazy.
Yeah, we usually never get the pressure up into the same numbers. We're
Okay.
always a pound or 2 up.
Okay.
All right, there's wet. Let's try that. Cool.
And how much fuel do I have? All right, I got a full tank of fuel, or
We're
fuel full as I'm allowed to. Let's try this thing. Here goes nothing.
All right, best of luck.
Remember to breathe.
Oh, I got a TC settings also.
Brake bias too.
Oh boy, this is for sure wet right now.
It's looking like for the rest of the session it's gonna be wet.
Yeah.
Lots of rain.
What that means for our race, when we get into the race lobby, I do not know. Wow, this is...
Pretty sure the weather from
Yeah,
practice carries over into the qualifying and the race lobby because it's all the same session. This is the race lobby after all.
But this is one
Well,
of
it's
those
a race
things-
lobby, but it's not a race session once we get moved to
That
the...
is true actually, so I guess it does vary.
I don't know if someone knows better if that's. Wow, I can't believe how slick it is right now. Am I on the rain tires? Yeah, I am.
Well,
Yeah, you are.
then I worry about iRacing and setup. You know, did it not like the softer bars?
I just noticed there's a KFC on the inside of the track. There's a little bit of America.
America. Hey, let's pull over. Let's get a bucket.
All right, we're gonna break at a 250 here just to get started. And I probably should move offline, but I didn't think to do here on this one. Work on rain line a little bit. Woo, boy.
Yeah. That's not indicative of the rain that's on the window.
Yeah. Only 11% rain right now.
I can see some clear blue sky. I think it's over Germany.
Yeah, right? A little wide of apex.
Yeah, this is not right.
Yeah.
Not right.
Shane.
Put the bars back. Put the shocks back.
Yeah.
Yep. I think iRacing is messing with you.
Okay.
Because this is not a deluge. This is not.
Torrentially wet. It's just
Yeah.
feels greasy wet.
Yep.
All right. So bars back.
Yep. Shocks back.
Okay. I think we were 7 all around.
Yeah, we did 7 straight up.
Okay.
B.
Okay. Otherwise, I
Go.
didn't change anything else. Let's try this
Yep.
again.
No spinning the wheels, remember.
John Farmer says maximum downforce.
We're doing 27 miles an hour. Very cold tires, very rainy. Just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. Just keep swimming, swimming.
It feels way wetter than it looks right now. I don't know if that's our. I don't know what
I'm
to do.
trying to figure out.
I don't feel puddles, but it feels soaking wet.
That's what I don't get. There's puddles on the inside.
Yeah, I
And
see that many
they're
apex.
reflecting on the inside.
Oh, look, another car. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Oh, the fog is good.
Spray is good. Oh, look at that draft, too.
Yeah, I hope you know the track is only moderately wet.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm.
So there's a
Well-
chance it's gonna be way worse than this in our lobby. Which I hope it's not, but there is very much a chance.
Kind of middle of the road, this thing.
Yeah, you can see the mirrors towards the apex. And puddles here
Yeah.
on the far side of the course, but from all the screenshots, it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that the correlation between how wet it is and the other sensory things is a little bit off. But
Yeah, it's a little.
how's your brake bias? Make sure you got enough front.
I didn't change it from where we were before. But I
Let's
think
see
I
if
will
there's
go a little
some.
forward. It feels fine on the brake so far. It's really just power down. Which is traction control. So on the Ferrari, settings 1 through 6 are for dry conditions, 1 being the least amount of intervention, 6 being the most, and then 7 to 12 are rain settings, with kind of the same trend. Woo! I don't know if Shane's ever had rain at Le Mans before. Gotta catch up with him sometime. This would be a good one to have him here for.
Where's he been for the last couple of weeks?
The desert. Getting ready
Oh,
for Vegas to
right,
Reno.
right.
He's pre-running Vegas to Reno. I'm sure he won't be back until after that. I think it's in a few weeks.
Yeah. That's another
Trophy truck stuff. Woo!
that was a nice puddle down by that apex.
Yep.
Going up.
Woo!
No,
Yeah,
stay off the paint,
that's-
stay off the paint, stay off the paint.
Eh.
No paint, kiddo.
I know.
You went for outer limits.
I can't get much closer to the wall for that. Man, if we're qualifying in the rain, this is just... I guess it's just a crapshoot.
Real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of brings it back to what racing really is. It's about showing up and being the one who can make most of it on the day of the race. Any single incident point on a qualifying lap invalidates it for us, so...
So stay out of the puddles.
Yep.
Love it.
I was actually reading something about a race car driver talking about them being at Le Mans and how just the small victories count rather than having to look at what position we're in.
Yeah?
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, yeah. The game of inches that add up to like 20 miles in Le Mans.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like staying out of the puddles, off the paint. How much narrower you got to drive?
You can win at the small things little by little. That's how you get ahead here. Alright. What's cool with the IMSA series, just the layout of it having the LMDH cars, the GTP class, the LMP2 class, and then the GT3s, is that it is precisely the same classes of cars that run at the actual WEC 24 Hours of Le Mans. So we are running the 45 minutes of Le Mans tonight. Is really the answer.
The mini version.
The mini version.
Love it.
Yeah. I know there's a puddle there.
Yeah, you saw that.
Alright.
It's a good catch, though.
Yeah, I gotta go a little wider on that. I have a feeling this is gonna be a highly attended race tonight. Le Mans is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I won't be surprised to see like 50, 60 cars in our lobby.
Yeah.
I would like to possibly rake it a little bit more. Raise it up a little bit more, try to get some downforce and maybe add some wing.
Yeah, I don't know that Brian's wrong about adding more downforce. I'm okay with giving up some of the straight line if it gives us some thick everywhere else.
I just don't know if we're going to have...
Alright, you want to try that?
Yeah.
Okay. Will the race have time acceleration? To my understanding, John, no, it will not. Oh, 1x. So this is a 2:30 in the afternoon session, I think. Okay. Talk to me, Angela. You want to add some rake and rear wing?
You there?
Yes.
Okay. I want to add more rear wing, so let's go right to that. Go right to the
Okay.
5.
Okay.
I would love to raise the whole car up a little bit to get a little bit more roll. Did you go down on spring before?
No.
Okay. But I don't know if that's going to be the fun part of it. So let's one thing at a time. What springs in it? 17. Go down one click each, all the way around, all springs.
Okay.
Let's raise the car up a 1/10 of an inch all the way around.
Okay. Oh, what did I do?
No way.
2.1. So, oh, wrong way. Doy.
It should be up and down, not right and left. The arrows.
I know. Well, you're doing the spring perch, which you go to a smaller number means a higher ride height, which is the
Yeah.
yeah. And then up means down.
Up means down means up.
Yeah.
It's German.
I think that's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All
So
right.
we just went up a tenth on ride height, and we added 3 clicks to the rear wing. This is wet. This is all our setting configurations. IMSA Le Mans race version 2F wet C. So it's based off of dry version 2F, and then we're on version C of the dry. So
It's like a math equation.
yeah.
No, it's like a Mercedes.
So we can find it
the-
later. What is this? I don't know. Just drive it. Try
It's
it.
a-
Just try
it's
It's
it.
like a Mercedes model name.
Yeah.
It's about as confusing as that.
For anyone who watched our races last week, if you go to last week's live stream recording, we have the link to the setups that we developed. So any of our races moving forward, we are going to include the links to download the racing quality setups that we race on. Totally free. We're not going to charge for them like other people do. Not sure that they're going to be better.
I thought we were going to retire off this.
We can
That's my
try.
dream.
We have one
That's my
download so far,
$1
so
at a time.
if we get 10,000
One
downloads in a
download?
week, then we're going to
Was it
change the
Nelson?
price on it. But
Wait,
I don't
was
know,
it Nelson
actually.
that downloaded?
I don't know actually. I
Nelson,
can't see who
okay.
the name
We didn't
was.
work on your setup. Yeah, we actually got to work with Nelson a little bit.
This does feel really good out of the box. It does feel like it has more grip all of a sudden.
Looks a lot more solid too.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Just it's so hard to stay off of that apex. Puddle.
Stay off the paint. Stay off the puddles.
There's that temptation from real life to drive through the really big puddle that you have to flip around. Don't drive the puddles. Good luck with the LMP cars. They have,
Summer day.
yeah,
Absolutely.
they have no problem pushing you off the track. Oh yeah, I know. I know the LMP cars are going to be a bit brutish here. Fortunately, because it's a lot of straightaways, I'm hoping that they just motor past us and there's no racing them in corners that we have to deal with, but
You know, it can't be that simple.
it will never be
It's
that.
iRacing. It can never be that easy.
Yeah. Car definitely feels better. In just terms of grip, assuming that the wet rain conditions didn't change all that much. Let's assume they did, which might be a bad assumption.
No, I don't know. Rain conditions look the same. Puddles might look a little bit more.
Yeah.
Again, the windshield's not indicative.
Yeah. What's up, Mr. Long I-10? What's up, dude? You know, the one thing that iRacing didn't take into consideration when modeling the rain is the windscreen getting foggy. You need like a defog button that you press and then the fog clears.
No,
Bugs being a Rain-X.
Daytona too many times.
Garrett, you told me not to mention Rain-X ever again.
I
Yes.
told you not to.
You
Yeah, I
just
can
did.
mention them.
You're out.
You made the Rain-X jokes and you crashed the car.
This is true. I didn't mention it though.
There's no issue then.
I guess so.
Is that like shenanigans? Don't mention shenanigans. Any one of you guys? mention
Hey, Farva!
shenanigans?
Super
Music,
quick.
techno music.
That movie's great. You know what would be cool? I had an idea, Angela. I'll talk to you off the stream.
Uh-oh.
Off the stream.
I want to know.
There's a certain set of active pedals that are on the market right now that you could, you know, tune to work one way in the dry and then a button click and they change how you drive them in the wet. That might be kind of cool to play around with.
But how do
Which-
we do our baseline setup? They can do progressives. So yeah, so you can change your rate of things. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, I
Alright.
mean, you could have a pedal set and a wheel set settings for wet driving versus rain versus dry driving.
You know,
Well,
in the old-
that's
I think I've seen that.
in the old carburetor days, you know, the bell crank that hangs off the carburetor. You made a couple of different shapes, and some of them were for rain, and some of them for go. Again, progressive throttle.
Oh, I guess that's all we got time for. I guess.
That's it. We're done.
Here
I
we
guess
go.
we're going into
Yeah.
qualifying. We're gonna find out whether all that rain practice was useful or not. I mean, it was definitely better than me just jumping into the race.
Should we go a
totally.
little bit more rear wing?
It felt
No.
stable in the high-speed stuff. I was.
No more
It felt really.
You don't need downforce.
Yeah, stick with the setup. It looks good.
If they're going to fog the windscreens, they'll have to fog the helmets too. Yeah, right. I think the balance, the second setup we did in the wet felt way better than the first one. Like it felt very balanced, and totally drivable. I just need to
Thank
not
God.
suck.
Well,
Really is.
Don't hit the puddles. Stay off the paint.
Yeah.
Watch out for cars, missiles, and frogs.
Yes. We're in France, so there's gonna be frogs everywhere. Sorry. Had to. Sorry for the dad jokes. No comment on that? No? Okay.
Porsche does have a building, as Josiah was pointing out, at Le Mans, probably because of all the wins they got.
Yeah, I guess 19 overall wins gets you that.
It's quite
Yeah.
a bit.
I've heard Ferrari has a pretty wild setup. I've had some friends in.
I believe it.
Yeah. It looks like a permanent structure, but apparently they put it up and take it down every single year. I don't know why at this point they're putting it up and taking it down every single year. Why don't you just build a permanent building there and forget about it? I don't know. Somehow it's cheaper to put it up and take it down every year.
It's part of the circus.
Yes, that. All right, let's find out. We're gonna find out very
Did
quickly whether
anybody
it's
ever
a
see
wet or
the
dry
amount of
race.
forklifts hidden behind a Formula One event?
It's dry.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
but it
they'll say
might.
there's a chance of it raining, but it's very. I
This
don't
will
know.
be the tail end of the race. Whew. All right. Well, we know where we're starting. All right. So what's the format for this qualifying? 8 minutes, 2 laps. How does that? Well, it's because you start the lap right before the final corner.
add another
How
2
about- how
liters
do
of
you feel?
fuel.
Okay, it's just
We're only gonna get
we
one
can
lap.
Are we
afford to
going
screw
dry
up then, I
setup?
guess.
Yeah, we're gonna go pull up our dry setup. So let's go to. I had one of these was a qual setup. And I'm gonna pull more fuel out of it actually because I have 2.2 laps of fuel. We're only gonna do like 1.5 laps though.
Total toes heavy. Poly, which is good.
Yeah, this is heavy. I want to
Yep,
take
yep.
a little bit of fuel. I mean,
No.
doesn't matter. Okay, I'll leave it in
No.
because it's 3 pounds and it doesn't make a difference. We're only gonna do like a start and then one single
yeah.
flyer, and that's all it's gonna be.
That's what I think, right?
Yeah.
We've got somebody asking about spring rate. Can you change them?
Yes, Brian. Yes, we can. We can do all 4 corners independently. We're at 17 on the front. We can go as low as 1480 or as high as 1940. So we're kind of a little bit past the midpoint of range on the fronts. And then the rears, we can go as low as 970 and then as high as 1430 pounds per inch. So we're kind of in the middle of that range as well. So, but this is just our dry setup.
Yeah, in the
We're
in
going
the
to
click
start.
range, we went 3 clicks up on the from the softest on the front, and then 2
Yeah.
clicks up on the softest in the rear.
All right. Well, I guess here we go for qualifying.
All right, best of luck. Watch out for the puddles.
There better not be any. It's dry. All right. Let's, I guess, do this thing.
Where the hell are we? Where's start finish?
Well, we're coming to the final set of chicanes. We're
I
about to
know.
hit start finish. Yeah.
Crazy,
All right.
right?
Yeah. All right. Totally different in the dry now than the wet I was just driving in. So let's switch that back on.
Love it.
See what we can do here.
You mean you? We're eating chips and drinking beer.
Good. Someone can have fun. No, please don't. No. Do I get to reset? I think I can reset once. I think I can.
It
Yes, I
said
can.
something about press hold.
Yeah, I did.
All right. What'd you do?
I reset. All right, don't do that again, Greg.
Don't overdrive and break my car, all right? I spent all week setting this thing up.
You got it.
Garrett owns it, and he doesn't want to wreck another one, all right?
Okay, all right.
Hey, does iRacing do anything like that? Where they actually have points for wrecks and things like that? You know, that's a $30,000 nose he just freaking hit, so it's going to take some iRacing points right off your phone. Drop you from like 4,000 iRacing to 2,000 iRacing.
Yeah, based on the
Put you in
price of
reality
parts.
And not let you race for a month because you got to get a front end Ferrari.
They should have a damage calculator just for giggles.
I don't think very many people would be moving up classes if that were the case.
No.
Yeah, you think
All
twice
right.
about that reason. John, I'm reading your stuff here. I'm like, that's hilarious.
Guys, you seem like the sensation of driver swapping into a sweaty
Yeah,
seat during an endurance race. The immersion will be 100%. You can do that here. We do endurance races all in the same seat. Well, technically we have the two sims, but
John, I have to tell you about the 24-hour mountain bike races.
Yeah, but we can just turn the temperature up to
At 2
like
in the morning.
84 or something like that, and then just turn all the fans off in there.
yeah, right.
Easy to bake.
Thank God these guys installed some crazy air conditioning. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, it's a little overcooled in this room. You
Call
can
it easy
hang
bake
me in this room.
That's good.
I'm definitely over slowing in these chicanes.
All right, back up your brake zone. Float more speed.
Yeah.
Get off the brakes a little bit sooner, but back up the brake zone.
Yep.
Doesn't the V-Box tell you how to do that?
Not necessarily, no.
Love you. Eyes up. Look deep.
All right, for the hard portion of the track. It'll feel in the cold tires. Not my best lap, but I only get one, so yeah. Not setting the world on fire.
All right, all right.
The tires are cold all the way. I mean, they only got to 160 just now.
161. Yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly the same temp that we were when we ran half the amount of tow.
Yeah, which is weird.
Which also doesn't make sense.
Yep.
Come on, iRacing.
Again.
It even says in your model the more tow means more temp, and it didn't do that.
I know that's like, so everybody out there, Greg and I were playing with the model, with the setup to see what linearity it had. And obviously we found out that the mile per hour versus drag versus what's in there is not totally indicative.
Yeah.
Cutting 1 mile an hour here or there, gaining 1 mile an hour here or there. On the tow, the temperature wise, it should have been 10 degrees hotter.
It should have been warmer. Tow equals
Yep.
temperature. Really
Yep.
simple.
Yep.
All right, we got 30 seconds here.
While you set up, gone, go to race setup.
We're on race setup. I think we're ready to rock here. We qualified P8, 5 seconds off of pace. Again, not a perfect lap for me.
The good thing is, though, we're still in that 6, 7, 8. You and I have been bouncing through that mid-pack realm for a while.
I don't think this is top split. This is probably second or third split. It looks like everyone's in the 2000s, which, hey, I'm fine. It means we're going to have a good race here. So I might just have to leave a little bit of a margin with everyone. Let's see what server farm we're on. I assume an American one. Yeah, we're in the American server, so at least we're on a low ping.
So you're back on race setup?
Yes, sir.
Not quali setup?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, we start way back here, so that's a little bit better. So we're burning, 8 liters a lap, guys. I think we looked at, what was the race distance earlier, Garrett? You said 11 laps or 12?
12 laps. So we're taking, we're pitting, we're taking 44 liters of fuel.
We're going to take 44.
Yes.
Okay, so we really only have one window. We have 1 lap we can do this on.
Yes, we're pitting with everybody else. If everybody else fails to pit, then they're kind of screwed.
Yeah, so we're going to run to, I don't know, whatever lap it is that we have less than 8 liters left. We have to run until we have under a lap of fuel remaining. There's no fuel strategy. It's one-dimensional strategy tonight is what it really is. So, and then...
Yes, my job's pretty
that
simple.
a couple of the teams run their fuel pickup in the real race cars to do 1 complete lap. So the minute the light comes on, they know that they can do 1 lap. That's it.
It depends on the car setup. The Mercedes is designed so that the fuel collector, basically the low fuel light comes on with 8 liters of fuel, which is... No, 12 liters of fuel, 1 lap on the Nürburgring, whatever it is, which is even more fuel than this. I think it's like 12 liters or something, so... Just remember, races are always won on turn 1. Yes, absolutely. Let's get it on turn 1. I want to go from last to first.
John, I hate your guts. Do not egg the driver on.
That is
Do not
so
give him an
true,
excuse
though.
just to bury his right foot.
Yeah. Garrett, you have the... So we're not starting where we did with qualifying, so we have we're probably going to burn 2 liters on our way to start finish. So I just don't know how you're doing your math, but that's accounted for in that.
I'll account for that now.
Okay. We might as well just freaking fill this thing.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to do that? You're allowed to fill it to start the race?
Yeah, well, the car's full now. You could in theory short fill at the start if you wanted to, but I can't imagine a scenario that would make any rational sense to do.
Yellows come out, but they don't have yellows.
To answer the chat,
Okay,
yes, we are going to do left side tire change.
Yes. Yeah, left sides only. They're basically what we get for free.
That's
GT3.
interesting.
What's that?
They didn't change the tires, it looks like, when they raced earlier in the week.
Interesting. Yeah, if there's no tire deg, I would still want fresh tires.
Save time?
Yeah, fresh tires are always a good thing.
They don't cost, with the amount of fuel we're going to take, the 2 tires are essentially free. They don't cost any time in terms of pit stop time. And by the time they come up to temp, if the brakes are at 700 degrees like they should be if they're modeled correctly, the temp will come in very, very quickly to them rather than starting just cold like we are at the start of this race. So they should come up really quickly. Yeah, we might see rain at the end of the race, but we'll have to make the call on which tires we go onto, depending on how this all unfolds.
It's like you
here.
and Garrett on the same wavelength. Garrett's looking at
Yeah.
the radar. He's like, "What's that blue stuff coming?"
What's the race clock right now? 2:53. So the race is going to be ending right when the chance of rain starts coming up. So it may. Oh, they even have the red, white, and blue flyover. That's cool. Or excuse me, blue, white, and red because we're French and not American here. All right. Looks like the prototypes are coming to the final corner. I just love racing on cold tires.
Yeah.
Any second now,
Almost
they're going to
already.
punch off.
Green.
Got it.
One inside. Good. Go, go, go,
Awesome.
go, go, go,
Cool.
go, 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 go. Full tires.
take it.
Relax, relax, relax. No pressure behind. No pressure behind.
Copy.
Nice and slow. Take your time.
Corvette damage? What's the story?
I
I've
don't
never-
know. I was doing the same thing. I'm like, what the hell's he doing? Spark plug wire fell off.
Looks like the old Goodwrench livery from the C5s.
Yeah. The only problem is that he came and joined right behind you, so I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
Oh, everyone's making mistakes left and right in front of me too.
That's right, nice and smooth, kiddo. Nice and smooth.
Come on, draft, baby.
Think it'll draft? 3-car freight train, 2.
Maybe. It's long enough of a straightaway. It's got to be worth something. Oh, I'm pulling in on him.
There we go. There we go. Nice.
What am I doing?
Oh,
What
go
am I
ahead.
doing?
You got it. Go ahead. Pop out.
I'm going to take this side.
Still inside. Still inside. Still inside. Corvette's crazy. So we got a little danger behind us in Corvette.
I see.
Okay. He's the loose
Oh,
cannon.
are we going to go 3 wide? Can we not?
Yes,
please.
Yes, yes, he wants to, yeah. You are flying
really-
formation. This is the French flag.
This can't end in poorly, don't worry.
Let him take a look.
Yeah,
Behind you.
Porsche's dropping back.
Bush is going inside. He's looking for the 2 for 1. Tuck it. Nice. Perfect. Hold your line. Nice. Clean.
He got the double draft on us. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Porsche's now close too.
Yeah. Nobody said racing was easy, Greg.
Oh, we're pulling away. Porsche's not gonna have any chance with us.
It's definitely some punch off the corner.
Yeah, really.
Big American V8.
V8 motor.
It was based off an Italian motor, but yes.
Flat plane crank with pushrod engine. Love that. Wheelbarrow technology brought to the modern age.
There we go.
Hey, when the stuff works, it works, right?
It does work. I'm not denying that at all. Might as well have leaf springs.
We're going NASCAR now? Where are we going? Sorry,
Yeah.
folks. I didn't mean that on purpose. All right. I'm not saying.
If we're going leaf springs, we might end up following Shane in the trophy trucks.
Yeah, right? In a 45-minute race, are the prototypes ever going to catch us? Maybe once. I don't know what that even looks like.
Good thinking. I think they got probably a third.
Maybe once they'll get us late in the race.
Yeah, just to mess it up.
Yeah, just to complicate things.
Garrett's taking a break. He's gonna go take a nap.
I got
Be
what am I supposed to
43
do
minutes.
here? No prototype traffic. We got the lead in the Porsche. No one behind me.
The Porsche is definitely pushing, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna screw up. We just need to stay consistent.
Get in the draft. Let's go. Let's get up on that Corvette.
I want that BMW. The Corvette seems really fast right now.
Okay, you have to have a goal.
Yeah.
All right. Notice the paint. Notice turning in later. They turn in later, a little bit straighter, longer. Yeah, they're running the sausage curbs. I don't like that, but
Yeah.
Josiah just pooped his pants like, ooh. I'm like, yeah, that'd be sausage curbing. That's no good.
That's a full send there.
Looking good, looking good.
Nelson says the cheesy pizza passed by us twice.
Twice.
Wow.
No way. I gotta put $5 on the Bandit.
Well, I mean, the GT3s are like 125 or 325s. So they're almost a whole minute faster than us.
I know. I just want to start an argument with Nelson. That's all. Just so
Compromise
everybody
that
knows
exit a little
Nelson
bit.
and I are friends.
So Porsche. He's falling behind.
Yeah. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Yeah. Hey, focus. All right. Get that techno music. Kansas City, bro.
What was the song we were listening to earlier? That's what we need.
Stop, womp, womp, womp,
Yeah.
womp, womp, womp.
Well, apparently the BMW and the Corvette has taken out all the cones, so we don't have to worry about that. So now we can widen up the arcs.
They're doing that on purpose so no one has reference markers. That's a bit of a dirty trick. I think iRacing resets them every lap, but
But you still have to run it over, and the 6 guys behind you have to run it over.
exactly, yes.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
Gotta catch up on the BMW this run. Corvette doesn't want to tow, clearly. It's making us run all over the place.
Yeah. Like I said, it was weird that the Corvette just hung back. Maybe he's waiting for some more carnage or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. BMW was trying a little sling maneuver, as Josiah's pointing out. You know, thinks he's in rally, trying to load the tires. That seemed to fall back on you on that.
That BMW is so big I can't see anything around it, so I can't see my reference markers. That's why I'm a little tight everywhere, because I can't see where I'm going.
That's what I like about his. Whoa. Oh, okay. We all just pooped our pants.
This BMW is not very
No,
confident
it's tough.
where he is.
It's a tough guy to follow. Tough guy to follow. So now, Greg, you got to zone in on where you're at. Forget about me.
Yeah, I have to really drive my line here.
Yeah. Very, very difficult for everybody out there. He's got to almost pretend like that car's not there.
Yeah. That's hard when I can't see through him.
Yeah. He likes to park it in certain spaces. It just messes us up.
Yeah. Start putting the pressure on him. How's the weather looking, Garrett? You got an eye on the radar?
Looks good
Yep.
so far. Rain approaching probably towards the end of the race, but that's it.
Copy.
Yep.
I took it a little easy on the rear, so shit, there goes a prototype. Don't know which way to
I
go.
didn't even see it. Holy shit.
Yeah, where did he come from? He must have crashed out.
Where's
Yeah.
the GTBs?
They're still at the other side of the
Actually,
track.
he probably did crash first.
Yeah, he's down a good bit.
I didn't even think to look for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good exit for me.
All right.
Come
Run
on.
it. Oh, where'd the draft go? No.
Porsche is long gone, I guess. He made a mistake. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Now it should tip in. There it comes. Here comes the freight train.
See it?
Yep. Nice and easy, nice and easy.
Well done.
Well done.
Cool. Oh, look, I can see where I'm going now.
Yep, yep.
That's only the M4 GT3. The previous M8 GTLM car, which is technically a different category, all the memes about it were how enormous the thing was.
I keep on looking in the rear view as that BMW is closed, and it looks like it's about to swallow you with that big freaking grill.
Yeah. Breathing room. I think we're faster than that BMW in the final 2 sectors here.
Okay. Yeah, nothing behind us to worry about. Just try to focus long and deep. Corvette's about 4 seconds up the road.
Yep.
Yeah, it's weird. This BMW on these last couple turns, he like parks it at the top and then swings in.
I think he's trying to get aggressive to make moves or something.
Copy.
That's
Good
what
part.
knows how to use the rear view mirrors, but fortunately we turned that feature off.
Yeah. Car feels awesome through there. At least right now on these tires.
It's looking good.
Yeah. 3 laps to go before a stop.
Nice. Well
Swing.
done. Bye, BMW.
Thank you. Burning less fuel than before. We're only at 7.77 liters a lap. Air temp's lower, so I wonder if we're more efficient because we're having more power.
That'd be weird if it did that. You and I were talking about that. Just touching upon it, like, you know, air density, temperature, fuel burn, downforce. And here we go, we just clicked into it.
If it's making more power, we're spending less time at full throttle because we're getting down the straightaways a little bit faster. Still a little conservative right there on that corner. Just don't want to blow it and get a penalty.
No penalties. No penalties.
Prototypes are still just now at the Corvette curves. So still a few laps away from them. 30 minutes to go. Anticipating the tires to start going away a little bit here, so I'm backing up braking zones just a touch.
Yeah, back up brake zones and just try to float a little bit more speed.
Yep.
You know? See if you can find that lateral G. And then work on your brake zone trail off. The speed relativity. Every now and then you have a double trace.
Copy.
You go after the break again. All right.
Got it.
Set it up for the long haul. Enjoy the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, right. Where did this Mustang come from? He caught the BMW.
Are you not paying attention?
I have nothing else to pay attention to.
You better just look ahead. All right.
I know.
Garrett and I were just commenting about it's kind of boring back here.
Yeah, Lamar kind of sucks being crew chief.
Wait. What's the heart rate? 80.
I need some caffeine or something. Celsius, are you listening?
This is about your inner workings and seeing if you can speak a little bit faster, if you can break the 4-minute mark on used tires. All right. I need you to pick up little things everywhere.
Copy that.
Go into the zone and just focus. Mustang, take it close.
I see him.
And he can turn right.
There's a lot of spectators around Mr. Mustang.
Yeah. Apparently the sausage curbings don't matter to certain cars.
It doesn't help this car. We didn't do the
I'm
J
just
work
letting
for that.
you know.
Yeah. Oh, grip's going away.
Ooh, he is on you.
Yeah. I don't know if I have much I can do about that.
Right.
It's easy to be in the draft here. Harder to lead, so.
Yes, literally Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah, that's.
John's thinking play the long game.
Yep. He wants to pass me, he can go the long way around.
Draft outside.
Go. Let me take your draft and return the favor.
Yep, that's all. Hit him. I'm not saying hit him, but I'm saying good racing. Let's stick with it. Clear.
Well done.
Thank you. He's got a problem with the BMW now, so I can try to pull away.
breathe a little bit. Yeah, they're fighting it out.
Looks like we're boxing next lap. Not that.
Copy that.
7.82 liters last lap.
And that would mean there's only one place to go. Box. Because we will not make it around a second time.
I've got enough for one more time by. Is that what you mean? You mean box this lap or next lap?
All right, we do have enough for the 2 laps.
Yeah, I'm at 13.2 now, so that's at least one
Copy
more.
that. Yeah, copy that. So who said 7 liters?
7.82.
Yeah, that's your burn.
Yeah.
Copy that. I thought you said you had 7.82 left.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
My mistake.
No worries. Focus in front. Love you.
Yep. Tires definitely starting to go. Left side tires only. Mustang's thinking about it here, and he disappeared. Are you serious? That's where we're gonna make the move?
Whoa. He's
Going off track and
Yeah.
everything. What the hell's going on here?
We're all sitting back here going, look at how much road this guy's using on the legit. And then he sticks 4 wheels off, 2 wheels off on the not legit. You know, like, come on.
That's the place he's gonna do it?
Yeah, that was sketchy.
Alright, prototypes probably catching us.
I know.
Yeah, 7 seconds out. You got time.
Yeah.
We're
Make a
gonna
mess out of this lap.
motor past us. Yeah.
Well, maybe it'll separate the Mustang.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Prototype should be blitzing us any second now.
1 second out.
This looks like it may pay to our advantage.
Yeah. Are
Yeah,
they gonna
it
get
happens
us? Are they gonna get us? Are they gonna get us? There we go.
Yep.
Wow.
Mustang going.
Oh my gosh.
Take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
One more
This is
GTP.
bullshit.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
bullshit.
following the Mustang. That was some ballsy driving. I'm not sure how aggressive I want to play with this Mustang. He's gonna take us both out.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
no.
That was very bold.
It was amazing. Watch video. Yeah, apparently the Mustang has really great brakes, by the way.
Interesting. I played it a little conservative there, and he did everything, which I was expecting him to just rear end the GTP car, which shouldn't
same
be
here.
possible for a
Same
GT3 on the brakes, but
Heads up, you got another GTP coming on top of you now.
Watch for the same move.
yep.
Outside. Outside. Slot. Slot in, slot in, slot in. He's got your draft. Okay.
We're faster in a straight line because he can't get by me in the draft.
Well, it is a Mustang. It's pretty big.
2 box.
Box.
Copy.
Don't worry.
Okay.
That's all right. We're pitting anyway. Let's just see what he's going to do.
Sure.
Yeah, Daphne's saying the same thing. Do not let him take you out. Let's just box.
Yep.
Get through our pit stop.
You got another
Outside
GT3 left
tires.
on you. Two of 'em.
Yep.
Cesare's got new air guns, so it should be about a second quicker on the pit stop.
Oh, no, Greg. Greg. Mustang missed the pit entry as well.
Yep.
Where's our
Okay.
pit stall?
Is that
You have a
15?
15-second hold for unsafe pit entrance.
Damn it.
Well, the
All right,
Mustang's going
that's
to
on
have the
me.
same thing. Mustang's going to have the same thing.
Mustang's gonna have the same thing, yeah.
All
All right, shame on me. I missed my breaking point and all the confusion there.
No, we didn't
That's
work
all right.
on that. We missed it twice, 3 times in practice.
I probably won't be the only one.
Yep.
It's just tough. I can't see it through that prototype.
Yeah, I noticed. I'm like, where are we at? Pit stall 1.
It doesn't show me a penalty.
Nothing?
You got one for sure. It probably is
believe
behind
you.
all your overlays.
Oh. I'm gonna go if it lets me go. Or do I wait and serve the penalty? Oh, 40-second penalty.
Whoa, where'd that come from? It says 15 seconds. You kidding me? That's BS.
I mean, I know I screwed up, but that's ridiculous. Oh, I see it now. Now it says hold for 40 for me. Man.
Let's see what it's in line with the crew chief.
Sorry, everyone. That's unfortunate. It's all right. I mean, at least the Mustang's in the
I
same
don't like
boat.
this game. This game for...
Man. I mean, that's 100% on me. How did that Mustang not get that penalty?
Well, because he figured it out. He figured out that if you go to touch and sand, it's a problem. But if you touch across the pavement, it's not a problem.
He, like, missed the corner entirely. Like, he was
I
still on
know.
the racetrack and then
Listen,
shortcutted
he
it.
was gone. I'm like, this guy ain't gonna make it. I'm like, I thought he was dropping out. Done. He's not gonna make it. Not gonna make it all the way around.
I mean, shame on me for screwing that up. I didn't really get many practices at pit entry, so I get totally on me.
All right. Let's see what we pull
I mistook my preference for another one.
back.
Man.
All right. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got ahead?
Oh, the Mustang is still behind me. He's 3 seconds behind me. Yeah, he did serve the penalty. He served the same penalty I did.
All right. Let's focus in front. First car, Chevy.
Yep.
And I hate to say it, full attack mode. We gotta claw back some stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Need your A games.
You got it.
Heads up, rain could be here in a couple laps.
Copy.
It's very, very light rain though, so I do not think we would need to take different tires.
Okay.
All right, let's take as many pieces as we can before the rain.
Yep.
Let's make sure to be away from that Mustang before the rain starts. He might have good brakes now, but
Yeah.
I don't know so much when that track gets a little bit damp.
Mad at myself for screwing up that pit entry. The
Well,
dumb
let's take
mistake.
this one back.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the Corvette. All right. Then we'll focus on the next one. Corvette's just a couple miles an hour down. Just seems to be a little bit of a less rookie driver. So
Yep, that's okay.
clean, nice lines on him.
Yep. I'm not gonna muscle him.
Clear. Focus in front.
I think that Corvette behind you actually took wet tires.
Ah, that'll
Yeah, that's
I wonder why he
poor
was so
choice.
slow.
that'll do that. Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Heads up, the P2 grid is pitted ahead of us. We're about to enter the entire P2 grid.
Oh. I see.
And here they all come.
Yeah, be
Uno,
careful,
dos,
Greg.
tres, cuatro, cinco, seis.
Yeah, we got 4 P2s behind us.
Work
Copy.
the draft. Work the
And
draft.
the Mustang's here.
Yeah, I see him.
Work the draft. Stay there. Mustang has no draft.
He's gonna get a penalty. He just went way off track.
Yeah, he's been using way too much curbing.
No.
He has to be serving a penalty for that. Yeah, he is.
Thank God. Alright, we got P2 1 second back.
Yep.
2 1 second back.
Yep. See them both get me here.
And one more. Outside.
Alright, and then you got one more P2 about a second back.
Copy. Come on, get me on the straightaway so I
Copy
get your
now.
draft.
So it looks like one of the P2s took wets to start and has not changed off them.
Impressive. It's an interesting strategy.
He wants to learn how to slide the car over.
That's an interesting call. Be a P2.
P2 gonna ride you down.
Inside.
Yeah.
Nope, he's talking.
He let you go. He let you go. Still clear.
That was
Still
polite.
Clear. Danger close.
Coming on the inside.
Inside. Inside. Inside. Clear. Go. Go. Go.
Mustang is still somehow catching us.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Well, I could be doing better for sure, but
Heads up, that P2 on what's behind you.
okay.
Just be wary, they could be pretty loose.
You got any 401 flats in this car or what?
Come on, man.
Inside. Inside.
Cost me half a second.
I know.
Mustang's back on.
Yep.
Alright. I need some solid 401s if we get some clean air here.
Yep.
We're catching the guy in front of us.
Copy. Come on, man.
Yeah, that was uncalled for.
Yeah,
Again.
He's being way too
I didn't.
aggressive.
That was not on purpose.
He said sorry.
He did.
Definitely not on purpose. Yeah, he said sorry. It's not on purpose. He's just being super aggressive.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the apology.
He's just like got into that.
Guys got
hard.
some brakes, I'll tell you that.
I mean,
Can't be mad at him. He's just.
no, he's racing. He's racing fair. I have nothing to complain about.
Yeah, I'm impressed. He's been freaking
Fast. He's catching
all
us every
the
single
rails the entire
time.
race.
Yeah. He's fast. He's caught us several times now. If he catches me properly on pace, I'm not going to fight him too much, especially not for
No, exactly. You know,
12th,
you got more
12th place.
patience.
Yeah.
But,
Podium, I was going to push a little harder, but I'm not going to end the day
Yeah,
for P12.
Heads up, you got P2s approaching. One
Copy.
second down.
Starting to see water. Starting to see water droplets.
You game for playing brake bias a little bit?
Sir, what do you want to do forward?
You're just losing ground on that Mustang.
Yeah.
So,
That's strange. You should be getting what already, considering the rain's not even on us in the radar.
the
Interesting.
radar and the windshield don't match.
P2 coming up on us right now.
Copy. Looks like a GTP.
That's a GTP, that's right.
Right behind. Two coming.
Yeah, second one behind him, yeah. That's a P2 behind him.
Clear for a little bit. P2 got bollocks with the Mustang.
P2's on his way
Down
up.
behind you.
Yep.
On your right. Clear.
Not feeling the wet yet.
Copy that. I didn't think we should, but again, the rain model is not perfect yet.
Yeah, I'm always a little. It's always a little ambiguous. He must use more curb there. He gains so much ground on me every single time.
Yeah, he does. On each corner here, especially before the bridge, he goes super far out.
He's coming on your right side.
Yeah, I see.
You back on, there you go. You got low space. Switch off
He-
flow a lot
He
here.
uses so much of the road that we thought was illegal.
He went wide there. He's definitely burning his tires off.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's still got pace. Yeah, he's still got arcs, which I kind of laughed about. He's still got curbs. I still laugh about. Yeah. 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 He's not concerned about time.
Yeah, I don't know that. It feels a little bit better with those new left side tires, but I don't know if this is a track where that helps. It helps a little bit in the Porsche curves, but the fresh tires.
Yeah, I mean, overall braking, Porsche curves, it should pick up something. You know, he floats so much speed through that sector.
I mean, I know I'm leaving time on the table. I'm not a whiz at that section.
Okay.
I'm learning as I go here.
And you're running good lap time, so
Yeah.
back on clean air. He's got a toe. Nothing coming yet.
I'm staying where I am.
Yep, that's all I gotta do.
I'm gonna go for the inside, so
Nope. All clear.
Alright, ready to now be on top of us.
Yep, he does it on the second corner, on the exit.
interesting. Okay.
Slows up, larger arc on the first, and gets a little bit better launch.
Okay.
Big arc on the first chicane. Clear. Clear.
You might be faster, but you got to get past me.
I know. It's a good race between you guys in a sense. You know that.
Yeah.
Make it up in different spots. This would be a good 24-hour race. You two guys?
I would love to do a 24 here. I mean, I know it's maybe a little boring, but for a 24, it's kind of has a comfortable pace to it, kind of like Daytona.
Every few weeks there's a 6-hour race here.
Yeah.
You start with that.
P8 is now 7 seconds ahead. Was 10. Close the gap.
Copy. Still not feeling any of the moisture.
Agreed.
You're not gonna feel much. It's like a light drizzle.
Yeah.
Mustang clear. Clear. Danger close. Clear. Clear.
I have a feeling that the GTP leader is going to lap us, and then we will inherit the white. So this should be the final lap. Looking at how the timing of things is going.
Copy that.
Sorry for doing the strategy.
Now-
But
All good.
whew. Oh, he's gone. Something happened to him. He crashed out.
Yeah, we're watching the replay right now.
He just parked it.
He literally just stopped in the middle of the corner, Greg. Not that you need to know that.
Mom
he
says no
literally
more
just-
iRacing.
Okay.
He just
Interesting.
parked it, went back to the pits.
But Mom, I'm almost done. Chocolate chip cookies are done, honey.
Dinner. But Mom.
Yeah. Good racing with him. Don't mind the jokes.
You got a P2 approaching, 2 seconds out.
6.8 seconds to P9.
Copy. I figured out an even better way to do these chicanes. That's what it is.
What'd you say?
All right. You stay tighter. So on the previous one, the left-right, you stay on the approach. You stay tighter to the left and open up the right-hander, so you get an even better exit. That's what it is.
Yep.
I'm ashamed
Ju-
that I.
Josiah and I, no, Josiah and I were listen, from the helicopter view, we were trying to pick apart, we were in the S's, and there was a part where he ran, I think the last two S's, inside line, just rim shot, and he closed the gap on you like you wouldn't believe. But Josiah and I, the wicked guys in the back, we can't tell him now. It's already after the fact.
Yeah.
Let's wait till he gets up there again.
Yeah.
Don't mind the long-winded conversation, but Josiah and I were trying to help you out.
Yeah, that's
Like,
okay.
We gotta wait.
So it looks like our friend of the Mustang dropped connection due to a upload packet loss.
Really?
Which is interesting because he parked it first and then he lost connection.
Huh.
Mom
Maybe he
pulled
saw-
Mom unplugged the router.
Mom, pull the router.
Maybe he saw you starting to drop out, and he's like, "Oh, this is going to be bad. I'm just going to quit." That sucks. It was fun. It was a good race. I think it was all fair. He was a little aggressive, but I learned a lot from him really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good race.
He had me worried.
Yeah, a bunch of times he almost hit you in the backside like 10 times. More per lap.
Starting to feel a little bit of grip loss with the rain.
Yeah.
You got a GTV on top of you, class leader.
There you go.
It's gonna be the overall leader. I'm gonna inherit the white flag as he goes by. Woo!
Left side.
Coming to the checker. Getting wetter a lot faster now.
Well, this is good that it's coming to the checker because it's only gonna get worse.
I would have taken it as an equalizer. You know,
There we go.
I'm mad we didn't get that podium though, because that's just a straight up dumb move. Screwing up that pit entry like that. It looks like our pit timing would have been right equal with everyone else. We were 132 on our stop. We had a 40-second penalty, and everyone else did 52s or 53s, so our pit stop would have been exactly the right length. Shame on me for getting that wrong. The pit entry.
I just, you know, this is one of those things. What do you think the penalty would have been in real life?
Oh, stop plus 120 if we didn't beach it in the gravel.
In 24 hours.
In 24 hours, it would probably be a stop plus 120 or a... Yeah, and then the race director would probably come yell at you and not let you back in the car. So,
You're an idiot.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I think you just got. I think I saw a momentary lapse. You just got lost with a little bit of traffic and coming in.
I missed the reference point that I was trying to work with for the pit entry.
Which is tough because I think this pit entry is very difficult.
They need to put like some sort of cone or something too, because you're entering the pit entry at, I don't know, 160 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like we're almost in a sixth gear. It'd be nice if there was something there, and maybe in real life there probably is. I won't make excuses. There's enough references in terms of like the undulations of the
rewind
track.
that and check out his braking reference.
So we're looking at the beginning of the race.
Start.
Right when it went green.
Start. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened, but like I can't figure out what exactly happened with the two cars that spun out.
Okay.
Oh, at the start. Here, let's
the
review
very start of the race.
I'm going to review my pit entry, and I'm going to tell you what I saw when I did this.
Yeah.
I did see the prototypes all over top of me, and I assumed that they were going to be coming with me. What I was looking at that I thought was what I established as my braking point, and the Mustang was kind of blocking it, I thought it was this. Blue-yellow was my reference.
Yeah.
I think that's where I stopped, which is where I stopped. And then it was just too much. I think the braking point for this is...
It's like right as you get to the
beginning of the grass. Beginning of the grass, not the split. My guess. What do you think?
I mean, I hit the brakes somewhere around here, and it was way too late.
I'd
So
say as soon as it starts opening up, it's probably when you hit the brakes.
it's probably around here. Was my reference?
You were almost there, honestly.
It's almost the same braking point as if you're going to take the actual chicane, which I don't know. It's a shame on me for just misjudging that. I won't blame the Mustang. It's not his fault.
No, just
I
so
just
this is a normal racing incident which we were talking about earlier, whether it was the Mustang or the BMW. It's so hard with a car in front of you to concentrate on where you are at the track at 160 miles an hour.
yeah, and I was also trying to figure out what the prototypes were doing behind me.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no excuses. I mean, there's no excuse for getting this wrong. I would ream a driver for doing this wrong in real life.
Profession versus day job.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not a professional sim racer. As much as everything we do here, I do not drive the Sims 10 hours a day every single day. I do drive them once or twice a day usually, but either way, I mean, I'm mad at myself. That's something I won't get it wrong again. That's why I try to practice them, but either way. Let's look at the start. Sorry.
Yeah. Go
What were
ahead.
you saying, Joe?
Yeah, I was
Go
basically
ahead.
saying I don't
Garrett
know
was showing
what
that too.
exactly happened. Like, say, because
Who's
I
fun?
think
Who? Where?
one of the Mustangs up front gets net coded out, and then there's a Ferrari that was right next to you that just like loses it for no reason, basically.
Is this where this? I think this is right where we went green. Yes, where we went green.
Yeah, if you go to chopper view, you get a good view here.
Here, let's do proper view. Here, let's back.
I think he hit the grass
Mustang
right
up
there. So
He
Ferrari
gets
hits the
net
grass.
coded, and the Ferrari just spins it for no reason.
All right. So no, Ferrari hit the grass right there.
Oh yeah. Oh, the
red Ferrari next to you.
yeah, I saw
the
that.
other-
He didn't lose it, but the
didn't lose it,
BMW in
yep.
front. Looks like.
Did he hit the? Did the two BMW guys collect?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looked different on my screen.
Oh, and then the Ferrari and the Corvette behind was a separate incident, maybe from
Yeah,
checking up.
Well, they had to check up because it blocked the whole right side. When we were racing, I knew that they were going to be bollocksed up on the right hand side, and I knew you were clear, which was good because it choked the artery for everybody behind us for a little bit.
Yeah, that was a good start. And we were P5 immediately, and then we got the Porsche, and we're P4 for a while in front of the Mustang, and then we were P3. Yeah, I think we were all the way up to P3.
Damn, we could have had a podium. Damn, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Josiah, like P3.
Yeah.
No,
Next time, we'll get him.
Next time.
We'll get him next time.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Pretty solid race. I learned a lot. I think I learned the most about the track in the race, which
Always.
you always learn the most per minute in a race than you do in any other situation. No matter how much practice you do, you're always going to learn more in the race. I would love to try to find a time to do another one of these this week, but I don't know I don't know if I have any time to do one, honestly. I feel like we got really comfortable, and at the very end, the lesson I learned with the chicane with running it. Here, let me show you my last lap.
And actually, the S's, the Mustang guy, the last two S's inside line, Josiah and I were talking about, helicopter kind of view. There might be some serious time gained there.
So where are you talking about the S's? What S's are you referring?
So, coming out of what? 25, 26, 27?
Okay, Porsche curves.
Porsche curves.
Yeah.
So I can't remember the exact spot, but Josiah and I were honing in on it. We're like, I think that, and then we were like, yeah. So if we go towards any bit of the race and do a little helicopter view with the Mustang right behind us, you'll see how much he can close on you in there.
Okay.
And there's two corners where he pulls the inside line, doesn't classic apex. And I think it was the last two. We were kind of semi-analyzing that on the fly. But he closed up 2-3 seconds. Just boom, he was there. Well,
wow.
And we both, I think Josiah and I both looked at each other like, what? Where's his nitrous button?
What am I missing? Here, let me show you what I learned. This is my last lap where I think I finally made the connection with how to do the chicanes here. They're both identical. They're just essentially mirror image. The braking point's a little different because I feel like the braking markers are actually not in the same location relative to each of the chicanes. This first one, I think, is the Daytona chicane. I'm braking at like the 125 or just past this yellow mark on the left fence, whereas the other one I'm braking at closer to the 100. But the technique is the same, so I'll just focus on this one. What I learned is that, maximum braking pressure, I try to turn in a little bit later and get the car as far to the right as we possibly can here, whereas I think before I was going more middle, turning to the left from the middle,
Yep.
where my goal is to turn to the left really from over here, and it just allows you to pick up power sooner, and I should have identified that earlier in all of this, because it's huge.
It is hard.
It lets the car put the power down. I'm on the right side of the road when I go back to the left, and power down super early. And I would love to look at deltas and figure out how much that's worth, but it's got to be worth something.
That was nice.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go prior lap Let's back it up to, let's do the chopper view, and let's look at the S's like we're talking about.
Yeah, let's see if we can see it. I think he did it
View,
consistently a
blend
couple
view.
times. Yeah, Josiah said the same thing.
All right, let's look at the Porsche curves with all this like you're talking about. So, okay, here's the approach. Coming to Porsche curves, I go wide to the left. Usually you're just about to go into
Yeah.
sixth.
He's
Yeah.
over the red lines on the first part of the red lines, but then brings it back.
Then
Full
right,
power here, and then you breathe off here. Is this where he catches me?
right here. Yep.
Tucks in. See him inside?
Oh, he's super shallow to that, whereas I try to
Yeah,
get
wait,
by
yeah.
space.
And he goes shallow again. And he
He's
closes even more on you.
so I think he has a setup.
Hmm.
His squishy guy. Maybe
Come
has a
come
different
on.
philosophy.
Come on.
That car can totally take the shorter sausage curves.
Excuse me. Were we not freaking? How fast were we?
No, we
How
were
fast were we?
we're quick. I'm just saying that the places he was
Yeah.
faster was in being
Yeah.
able in that turn 1-2 complex using all of those
I
low link sausage.
well, I think. Oh yeah. Well, that was. We looked at freaking sausage curves right out of the box when it first started racing this guy. It was like,
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
what
I think
the
a lot of
heck
other
is
cars
he
were too,
doing?
Yeah.
which I'm sure is just playing with a little bit of the high speed on it, and that would also
Yeah.
help the final
Which
chicane.
I
'Cause
said, should we do a little bit of high speed? We're whacking the curves. We just didn't get to it. You
yeah,
know?
we just never
It's
got.
just like a normal race weekend. You know, Greg and I come here, unroll the car out of the trailer, look at a baseline setup, and start tuning.
I'm
We've
gonna do.
never been here before, so if we can pick this setup up and refine it, I think we can go a little bit faster again.
Yeah.
Right.
What I could tell just with how he caught me in these final two chicanes, I believe the Ford chicanes. This one, there's not much in it between us, but this last one, he is using all of the curbing, to my understanding, especially this one on the left. Like he's getting
Yeah.
on the right side one,
Yeah.
Smashing it.
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
gets right on top of me, and then it's not like he runs out of it. Whereas I hit that thing, the car's in the air, it's airborne.
Yeah.
I
His
try
car
to
was in
avoid
the
it.
airborne too on some stuff, you know. But
Yeah.
like I said, Josiah and I were like, this guy's like using 16 feet more of the road.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. Like, this
A
is
lot,
insane.
a
Look at
good
him
bit
there.
of it's driver error. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
feel like I needed to be out there. That felt useless
No.
for me to be out there. But this section, he caught a lot.
This
He's
part,
look at
boom.
that. Look at
That
that.
was
He's
ridiculous.
All
almost in the
four.
sand.
Yeah.
Almost in the sand. Yeah.
My car would be airborne if we did that. And then the same thing here.
Yep.
He's using a lot of that, and this is where he picks up power and tags me because he's able to do that type of stuff. So if we
Yeah.
were to do this again,
Which
I want
I'm
to figure out a
sorry.
way to get over this. No,
Which I'm sorry.
sweet.
But
It's
this is
okay.
not real over the curbing like that. The sausage curb
Yeah.
will rip the freaking suspension off that car in about
Let
3
alone
laps.
Yeah.
for 24 hours.
Yeah. And I'm like, Josiah, how did he do that? That's
Yeah.
oh.
My
This is one of those things. We're too kind. Maybe we should just smash the car.
my problem here. I'm going to exit this.
No mechanical sympathy.
My
The car
problem
just
is
needs
that
to
I,
last the race.
as an engineer and as a mechanic, it has worked on many cars and many broken cars from being abused. I by default drive the car in the sim where we don't really care about repairing anything. My brain is just like, take care of the car because for some artificial mechanical sympathy.
Like Garrett said.
As long
mechanical
as the
sympathy.
car comes back into the pits functioning,
Yes.
Yeah,
it doesn't
I
matter how much you
know,
beat it.
I know.
As long as it can come in to the pits with all four tires
That's a
on.
big if.
There's not a
It's like-
straight fender on the damn thing.
Yeah.
I think if we had podiumed, we would have had a bigger iRating hit. I think it was like 40 or 50 points positive. I'm not in this for iRating. I'm in it to just have fun and to learn and educate everyone here. I'm not in this for a pure pursuit of iRating, but usually we've been in between the 21s and the 24s, so we're at 22 right now. Safety rating, nice getting a positive hit on that. I think that was fairly clean. I think how many incident points did we pick up? 2.
Clean for us, but boy, we were close.
And 54 championship points. So that's kind of nice. Cool. All right, let's look at series points. See how we stack up with that. I know Sebastian Weldon, who we've been back and forth with in the points in this championship, racing USF juniors in real life this year. He's also in our Florida club.
I think he just won or something. I think
He won out of turn 14 at Road America.
Yeah, right.
Congrats. To
Yeah.
him.
He like by a single car length, last corner,
Nice.
timed it correctly, and he did it. So,
Wow.
Nice.
so in Florida, in GT3 class, we are currently P5, and Sebastian's now P7. I presumably because he probably has been busy racing in real life the last couple of weeks, which
Just working
really
at
good
the
for
day
him.
job.
Yeah.
Happy for him that that's what he
Yeah.
has to do. We are 1 point off of 4th place and within 19 or no, 27 points of 3rd place. So we're kind of in this. First place is 160 points, 170 points away. So that might be hard to reach, but we have a shot here getting in the top 3 again in the Florida Club.
Alright.
And in division, let's go back to all clubs and look at Division 2, which is where we are. I think I'm lucky if I'm on the first page here. Ranked 53 and a whole bunch of points off of where we are. If we look at where compared to Division 3, we were Division 3 last season. 853 points. I would be where 591. I would actually still be somewhere down here. So I would be like 19th or 20th.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. So I'll take it. We had a rough start to the beginning of the season, so not doing terribly hot, but we'll take it. All right, let's look ahead to next week. I finally remember what track is coming up next. It is.
What?
Oh, I thought it was Coda.
VIR.
See, I'm wrong again. It's VIR. I got circuit
Yeah,
VIR back.
Eric's mic wasn't
That'll
on.
be fun.
He was walking, he's
my
like,
mic wasn't
VIR,
on, but I called it.
VIR.
I remember because this would be terrifying with GTPs. Like, I don't know how this is gonna work.
Ooh.
This is
He's
going to
already nervous.
be.
Garrett's
This
I'm
is
already
going to.
stressing.
Yeah, this is
It's
going to be.
bother me. I'm gonna have nightmares
He
about
was
this
sleeping
shit.
in Lamar. Now he's VIR.
This is going to be bad with prototypes and GT3. So, IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship in real life, whenever they visit VAR, which is usually this time of the year, I think they're only a couple of weeks away. They just did Road America, so usually VAR is after that. Only the GT3 class runs at VIR. They do not run either the LMP2 or GTPs because the nature of this track with multi-class and prototypes, it does not lend itself to like people surviving the race. So usually it's just a GT only race, which makes it fun because it just gets focused on the GT. Same as when they run at Lime Rock, that it's a GT only thing. iRacing didn't get that memo. So we're running with GTPs, LMP2s, and GT3s here at VIR, which means the S's are going to be absolute carnage.
Yeah.
I don't know how prototypes are going to figure out how to get past anyone in the S's because GT3s are fully committed in the S's, which I'll point out here in a second. I know this track very well. I've been here very many times. I've actually driven it in real life in an actual, in a race car, in a
race car? A rental car?
in a Ferrari 355 challenge car. I did like 8 laps at like 5/10. It was a borrowed car. I didn't have a helmet on. The driver owner's like,
You didn't
I
have a
told him
helmet
I had to go calibrate some sensors in the car, and it was parade laps during lunch.
That's still
And-
pretty cool.
And the
That's
corner
nice.
workers weren't really paying attention on, but I did get to rip on it. So that was fun. Sounded amazing. Really fun
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I'm just going to pick, I don't know, what do you think in terms of setup?
Be daring. Be bold.
Let's just choose the wet. No, I'm just kidding.
Rain tires on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's pick our Barcelona setup just because it's kind of like this. Let's just pick that as a baseline. We're not going to dial in a setup right now. So, but yes, I know VIR very well. I've raced it a lot on iRacing and Assetto Corsa. It's not in Gran Turismo. I think it may have been in a Forza at some point in history. And yeah, been here a lot in real life. This place is awesome. I think this is going to be a heck of a race. We just really need to build in a setup here. Angelo, have you ever been to VIR before? I say that, he says sarcastically. Just a couple times.
Everything. Everything.
This looks like this looks like an old build of the track. It's been a little while since I've driven it. This has been repaved since this version of the track.
Yeah, I was looking at the same thing right out of the box. A little gritty, a little gnarly.
Yeah.
So
The
the
IMSA race.
funny thing
Go
is,
ahead.
they say that the track is X wide, but it doesn't race that way. They say it's
When are you ever going straight on this racetrack?
never. Yeah, full commitment here, and you've got, you know, big cars coming around. You can
That's going to
imagine
be
people
dicey.
everybody dive bombing everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. I've rebuilt an LMP3 car in that pit lane before. I've staged in this parking lot. Yeah.
He's got a signature
Ridden
over
my
in the
bike
barn.
everywhere. Maybe. We used the barn one time. I've never driven the inner loop portion of this track.
Never did any other configuration other than this one. Honestly, you want to laugh? I didn't know that there were other configurations.
Why would you
Yeah.
know the configuration?
Yeah.
Technically, I think Car and Driver are roaded track. They do the full grand courses like their supercar lap measure, but I don't think anyone actually races on that. It's kind of like an autocross track inside a racetrack. So
Yeah.
we've won
When
super
you're somewhere as grand as VIR, I can't really imagine wanting to do like an autocross equivalent.
Yeah, I've driven an Assetto Corsa, the inner loop, and it's kind of silly and totally
I drove
ruins
it
everything about that
once, and
track.
I barely remember it because it was just very forgettable.
You know, I
Yeah,
really
it's-
like this place, and my mind is trying to wrap around other cars around you that aren't in class.
Yeah, I just don't know how that's going to work.
Nelson says, hopefully I can make it to the VIR event next week. I live 2.5 hours from the track.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Lucky
Yeah.
you. I would
Yeah,
love to go
for
to that.
I know it's always one of the hottest IMSA races of the
Oh,
year.
my God, right?
It's always awful how hot it is.
Equator hot.
This place just flows. I haven't driven on iRacing in months, and I feel like I've been driving it all day.
Yeah.
Do they let you
It's a
drive
nice
through
place.
this pit lane at full speed? In pit lane.
pit And no, not a bit.
Do I get a penalty for that? That's interesting.
Okay,
All right. Well, good to know. I did that once in a Porsche Cup race at iRacing to avoid an incident on track, and it actually worked out okay.
There's no place we can put another car.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work in any of this. This is going to be diabolical with prototypes passing. I got to say, the setup's pretty close.
All right.
But-
We were just watching it. It was like, not too bad. I got news for you. We're going to be 10 seconds off of pace. We'll be 10 seconds off of pace just with traffic.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were telling me I'm 10 seconds off the pace right now. I'm like, what are you talking about?
The traffic around us. This is just going to be lunacy.
Yeah,
You
this will
know
be.
what? We should put the word out. Everybody should show up at this race. We'll do
Yeah.
a full field.
Yeah. Just to make it, more entertaining for everyone else who's not me watching this tonight.
What's the maximum number of cars that get started VIR? I think we should have that.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me start wrapping everything up for the night. Well, one, thank you for joining us, everyone. Love that we've got more of a Twitch engagement than we have in the past. We've just got a couple followers over there, so thanks for joining us. We'll continue growing that. Thank you to everyone who's behind me tonight, giving me all the support with everything. It's Garrett, crew chiefing and spotting for me. I know you didn't have all that much work to do tonight, Garrett, with the way traffic was.
Yeah, I was about to start taking the chips Angelo's eating and making reconstructing the maw desk over here.
We need to get some Twizzlers. That'll help. Thank you, Angelo, for giving us a pretty badass setup, both for the rain, even though we didn't need it, and a dry setup.
Third place.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's on me. That's the nut behind the wheel. We got to tighten. That's
And-
me.
And we got to work on curb bashing if we want to do that setup next.
Yeah. All right. How am I going to curb bash in here? How am I going to get away
No,
with
not
that?
here. I'm talking about if we go back to Le Mans.
Yeah, right. I'm sure we're going to go back to Le Mans at some point.
Yeah.
And thank you, Josiah. I know you haven't been it's been a little while since you've been in for one, but thank you as always for giving us a beautiful Ferrari and for hanging out with us tonight. As always, we want to thank all of our partners for making every bit of this happen, all of our live streams and everything we do here at the Chicane Club. Decipher Technologies, we host you guys for a party here. If you're watching from Decipher, please let us know in the chat. And if you were here this past week, we had a private event with their group in here. Got everyone in the Sims driving Porsche GT4 Club Sport at Road Atlanta. I think everyone had a a really good time. Yes, Decipher specializes in cybersecurity, IT, networking solutions. They've done a lot of work here at our shop. If you've got a bar, restaurants, office space, home, anything luxury like that, and you really want the best in cybersecurity networking solutions, you got to talk to Decipher. I know they do work essentially, I think they're based in Denver and here in South Florida, but I'm sure they'll do work pretty much nationwide. So reach out to Decipher. We got a link in our bio for them. Captain's Chair Coaching. Thank you, Jason, so much for everything that you do with business and executive coaching. Keep me pointed in this right direction with business development, making things happen personally and with business. So if you guys need the best business executive life coaching, you got to reach out to Jason. He's not a charlatan. He's very, very good and skilled at what he does, and he can give you a lot of insight to things that you don't know what your blind spots are until someone points them out to you and how to overcome them. Anze Suspension, Mr. Angelo, thank you to you for everything you do, supporting everything here. You're always helping us out with some mechanical things on our sims. I know you just rebuilt a set of golf cart shocks for one of our members here for kind of a special project, and then everything you do here in the sim as well, and helping with our live stream. Yeah. So.
He wanted Tesla shocks for his golf cart. Who am I to say no?
Yeah, right. Were they adjustable?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Race shocks on a golf cart. I love it.
All right,
No, it's okay.
I can't wait to put them on. Full patches, rubber, and steering wheel. I'm tuning something.
Oh, we get the arrow
Angelo's
kit
a.
next.
What's that?
That's when we get the arrow kit in the golf cart next.
Yeah, right. High downforce mode. Yeah, Angelo's a master shock builder, race engineer extraordinaire. So if you have a set of shocks or dampers for a race car, supercar, sports car, vintage car, anything like that, you want them rebuilt and taken care of properly and get the full scoop on how to make them faster, got to talk to Angelo. They're based here in Jupiter, but I believe he said he ships worldwide. So if you're watching this and need damper work, you got to talk to Angelo. Of course. Saw belts. So as always, love using all the saw belt gear that we have. I say this every week because I'm waiting for someone to blow us up in the comments. You do not need FIA rated equipment to drive in your simulator. However, if you do a lot of driving on track, and I blow it into, I think I said label it as turn 14 here on the sim. Shame on me. You do not need FIA rated fireproof, crash-proof equipment to drive in the sim. Hopefully fire is not a concern for you in your simulator environment. I don't think it is for us. But we do a lot of work with real drivers who are used to the ergonomics of the real thing, and nothing beats the best version of the real thing. So that's why we use their GT Pad C, their TG10 gloves. I run their TG10 shoes. And then we've got their 2-inch pads on everything. So they're the best in the business in terms of motorsports safety equipment. So we love using them. They do have a sim products line that's out now. I haven't had my hands on it directly, but it's worth checking out. And I know they sell gloves as well. So make sure to give that a shout out. V-Box Motorsports. Thanks to V-Box for anything that they do. You guys can actually see it on. Ooh, dropped a wheel in the dirt. Trying to point out the lap timer. You can see on the camera view now, but we've got our blue OLED lap timer here that integrates with the SimPack software package that captures all of our on-screen video and all the driver telemetry so that we can analyze it in V-Box's circuit tools, much like we do in real life with their HD2 video and data capture system. So if you've got a race car and you want the best video and data capture tool around, you need a V-Box. If you have a sim and you want the best video data capture tool, you need a V-Box. So make sure you hit us up, send us an email at info@thechicane.club if you're interested in one of their products. What else have we got? Rocky's Ultimate Garage. We are working on a very cool project with Rocky right now. I'm not going to provide any details on what that is, but there's something cool in the works that we're going to probably take the wraps off in the next, probably sometime next season. Might involve a real car, making it really pretty cool looking, but I'll leave it at that for now. But Rocky's Ultimate Garage on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard here in West Palm Beach specializes in the best PPF wheels, tints, wraps, detailing, and high-end luxury sports car auto sales. So If you're around West Palm Beach, South Florida, and you want your cars taken care of with a high attention to detail, you got to bring it to Rocky's for that type of work. Rocky is a rock star. You gotta meet Rocky. If you don't know him, you need to. I think that just about covers it, but I'm pushing a little too hard. Car's a little bit loose. I might be overdriving it a little bit. We need to calm down the rear just a little bit on exits, but honestly, this car feels pretty good as is. I feel like I'm abusing the rear tires right now. What do you see, Angelo?
Garrett and I are just going to watch a preview race of what it looks like in mixed class at VIR. I did see a 2-3 times bottom last corner out of Hog's Pen a couple of times, which is camber driven usually. Camber road driven. So, and then a few times I had to catch. You're driving all of the track? Oh my God.
Yeah, we're using every bit of it here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Minor tweaks though, but this setup's not too bad.
Oh, it's very close right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's a little bit of damper work, if anything. I don't know that he needs a lot of balance. It's really just some things on power down, but we'll save that for the stream next week. So this is going to be a good one. This is one of the tracks I know the best. I've probably driven 1,000 laps here. This is in one software or another.
Have you done it with traffic?
I did a VP Sports Car Challenge, which is the LMP3 GT4 thing. I did it once in a GT4 and once in an LMP3, and then got frustrated, and that's where I stopped. So.
Okay.
Oh man, it's so cool being here, and it's so cool being at tracks that you know really well in person. Like I've sat on the wall right there and have a piece of tape on that wall from stuff. Cool. So, anyways, I think that wraps it up for everything. But we'll see everyone next week back here at VIR with the Ferrari 296 GT3 for week 11 of 12. If you are, I will say as a final note, if you are local to us in South Florida, I think next week we're going to open up invites to come out and hang out in person in our club to spectate week 12, the final week of the season, as we take on Circuit of the Americas. I think we're going to open it up to members first. We're going to limit it to about 10 tickets just so we're not overly crowded here for our first one. We'll open it up to members only first, and then if there's any available, we'll open it up to the public. So if you're watching, you want to come out and see it in person, not necessarily a member here, watch your email inboxes and watch your social media for the opportunity to come hang out and literally be over there on the couch behind us. So, cool. Otherwise, catch us here next week, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, taking on VIR, both on YouTube and Twitch. We'll see you guys then. Good night, everyone.